Bramble Berry is releasing a new collection on June 10th, which is my birthday. How fun is that? And I have been given some samples to test. So this is the Jeweled Waters collection, and I kind of decided to work with that whole theme of jeweled. And so I've created rocks for two, kind of sea glass, hopefully that has that feel, for a third, and then pearls in 4 different tones for a fourth. And kind of in this whole family of colors. So I think they will really work well as a set together. I'm excited to play with them. So there are 4 new scents. These are all kind of earthy, atmospheric, like ocean type smells. So if you like that, you probably will love these. We have Aquamarine Dream, just sea breeze and key lime, flowing into a cool peppermint, and settling into sophisticated cypress and amberwood. Pearl and Petrichor, fresh melon, sweet dewdrop, pristine rainwater. This one really smells just kind of that clean, airy, like out in the forest after a rain, fresh rain kind of smell. Emerald Rainfall, crisp bergamot, with aqua notes of eucalyptus and bright lemon, and Moonstone Mist, which I love that name and I love this color. In fact, I worked very hard to create an ombre of blues that basically kind of fell within that family of this kind of, I don't know, bluish teal type gray color. Gray teal, I guess, is what it's called. So anyways, this one is zesty grapefruit with cool mint, which transitions into a chamomile with smoky tea. Again, all of these are very earthy, kind of fresh, atmospheric, ozone type smells. And they're supposed to all behave well in soap, so I'm basing my designs off of that. So let me go prep my oils and I will have some fun and we'll make some soap. curious to cut this. The side, that one. The end. Whoops! Sorry, soap. The side, yeah, so I love the stones. I think they're awesome. Really, really curious to see what this pouring technique gave me. Pain in the backside. Oh my gosh, it's just so labor intensive. I'm like pouring multiple ombres into a cup, then pouring that ombre into the mold. I added lots of veins because I have discovered that it's never enough. Like I always wish that I had more, so I kind of went what felt like overboard. So let's cut this. Okay. Look at that. Oh my word. It's not marble looking, but it is cool looking. Oh my gosh. That is very different from the two sides. Wow. This definitely doesn't look like a marbled pattern. So this first pour was green to the dark, and even when I poured it in, it went pretty cool. And then this was lighter and it broke through, and you can see the different veins. This one is just cool. This, it had set up just a little bit while I was prepping these colors, so you actually, that's why you're getting the two distinction. It's not marble looking, but it's cool. And you can see like the veins kind of broke through when I was pouring on lots of different portions. Like over here, like this is the one where it just stayed, and that's because this had set up a bit before I poured that. But I mean, I love the stones. I think it's really cool. Not a marble, but a cool soap. And honestly, I was just having some fun trying something. This is where it broke through when I was pouring, which is interesting. And you can see some of that ombre, almost like, it's cool. I like it. I don't know what I was expecting. Definitely not this. But I love the stones, the rocks, and the color and everything. I think this is the Emerald Rainfall. And I don't know, I like it. Let me know what you think. It is definitely not quite what I was expecting to get, but that's okay. Surprises can be fun. Today, I'm going to be making Aquamarine Dream. I made sea glass soap. Kind of a pain to do because I went and I individually cut off, like rounded all the edges. I don't know if you can see, but I like how it turned out. But much more labor intensive than I was anticipating. I should have guessed that it would have been, but anyways, these are teal, aqua, light aqua, and what I think I'm going to do today is try a Luna swirl. It's been a while since I've done those, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. And I'm just gonna have some fun, and I'll put the sea glass on top, and then we'll cut it and hope that it turns out pretty. So I'm really hoping this is cool. This fragrance moved slow. It was great for doing the Luna swirl. It also took forever for it to set up enough that I could put the sea glass embeds on top. I had to wait a while. Ooh, that's pretty cool. This is not quite a traditional Luna swirl pattern. Probably because I did a lot of different ombres. Like, I just kept switching and switching between colors. Also, the colors are similar. There's not a huge contrast, which was intentional. That's pretty. And then the sea glass. I like it. I think it's whimsical, fun. It captures the name, kind of the aquamarine of the fragrance, and then add the sea glass. I like it. I'll take it. Yeah, I was really disappointed in the first design. The dark purple ended up gray. And because the fragrance just set up a little bit, also I think I was soaping slightly too hot, so partly my fault. I like it. I think it's pretty. But anyways, plus I was experimenting with a different new technique, so it just didn't go well. And then the second one, the Emerald Rainfall, again, I was playing with that new technique, and that one went much better, but it was very different from what I was expecting. I like it, don't get me wrong. It's just 100% not what I thought I would get. And then there's this one, which I think is gorgeous. I love the colors, I love the swirl. I'm very happy with this. So I have one more I'm gonna do today, which is my moonstone. So I will clear off this cutting board or slab cutter, soap cutter. Now I'm tired. It's early in the morning. I didn't sleep well last night. And then make the last soap from Bramble Berry's new Jeweled Waters collection. Let me know what you think. Look at that top. Love it. Let's cut this and see what I get. So this soap got thicker on me. Partly I think that's my fault. I was soaping too hot. Like, it wasn't awful. Kind of the ombre going. Towards the end it wasn't as smooth. That's okay. Well, that's pretty. That was not what I was expecting. It's cool. I'll take it. It's just totally not what I was. Apparently I went light, dark to blue, blue to dark, and light again, and I didn't even realize that was the pattern I was doing, but it's quite stunning. I'll take it. Apparently I did not get through that one section of cream. That's okay. I love the color. Like, I was trying to mimic the color in the fragrance description card because I really liked it, and I think I did a pretty good job. But yeah, again, this was not quite what I was expecting, but I think it's very pretty and I'm happy. So 3 out of the 4 designs I like. That first one just did not go as planned. But yeah, look at that. I'm really happy. Let me know what you think.